welcome again to Chicago. But I want to say something to both of you. All right, we've had so many amazing actors at this festival in 50 years. And do I respect actors? I respect actors, not so much film actors. I respect actors that do theater and film, because you're the real deal. You guys are the real deal. You've been on Broadway separately, yet doing the same shows, interesting enough, when you think about it. Yeah, it's curious. It's like a bromance, I guess, in a way. Think about it, the same shows. How is that possible? Long Day's Journey into Night, you, separately in different years. It's curious. And you both did.
Were you Jamie though? You were Ed.
You did Boardwalk. You did Boardwalk together. Right?
We both did Pillow Man.
That's right. Yeah, played the same role.
Exactly.
Michael did it on Broadway. And I did it.
Michael did it. Steppenwolf.
So here we have Shape of Water, which brought you together again, and clearly he knew. Del Toro knows when he casts. He probably wrote this for you.
That's what he claims.
He doesn't claim. He delivers. You know. He is also the real deal. Yeah.
No, I just mean. I'm pretty sure for some reason, if I was out of my mind and I said no, he would have still made the movie otherwise. That's all.
So
John Stamos or something. Or Emilio Estevez.
It's a remarkable, touching experience, and you all shot it in Canada.
Yes.
God, why do you all do that?
Ask Guillermo. That's his home. He's got the studio up there. He
Exactly.
makes a show up there.
Next to the Strain up there.
Yeah. He made a Crimson Peak up there. And,
yeah, and I think he tore down our set and used it for the Strain afterward.
Yeah.
So tell us about the experience of making this film.
I had the Russian to deal with. That was a very good place to start, as they say, which was an enormous challenge for me. But first, Guillermo asked me to be a part of it, which was the beginning of the process. I think we ran into each other as well at an event, and you mentioned to me that you were going to be doing it, and I heard...
Been tapped.
Yeah, that's right. We had been tapped by the great Guillermo.
It really felt that way. It was kind of like being inducted into a cult. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
You can come.
That's right.
But no, it was it's a hard question, honestly, Michael. It's so... The experience of making this movie was epic and overwhelming and very moving at times. Guillermo has such a big heart, and I think that's never been more on display than it is in this movie. And his sense of generosity and how he was willing to share that, his imagination and his heart with us and with you, that's a big deal.
I think we've shown about 4 of his films, including his first film here in Chicago. And even before he became a director, we showed his mother. His mother is an actor. And she was in a film maybe 30 years ago here, before he was even making films.
Wow.
And then later he came on and we showed it. Have you ever seen Kronos, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
Amazing thing, oh my God. And his actor in 3 films just passed away a few days ago. But
He was
the Argentine actor.
This is the leading actor in the film.
Lupe. Which he used continually in film. So tell us more about this. All right, what do you want to know about this film and these 2 gentlemen? Give me somebody up close and loud, right there.
Great job, both of you. So when you were working with Doug Jones on set, like, was he just in a green motion character? Did he have any sort of prosthetics on, or like, how was it working with him?
The way you see Doug in the movie is what he was wearing on set.
Yeah. He had his own perch off to the side where he would sit, and you'd forget he was there because he was just sort of in a position where he couldn't really move terribly well, but that suit was exquisite, and I think what you saw when you saw it light up, that was in the suit as well, if I remember correctly.
I mean, there was some probably in post, some augmentation,
Yes.
but basically what you see in the film is what Doug had on set. He had different eyes that he would
That's
put
right.
in depending on the scene.
He swam in it, everything.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, from, he was there earlier than all of us to have that thing put on at the beginning of the day, and then he was the last one to go because it took so long. Oh, a little less time to take it off than it was to put it on. But
You both, as theater actors and film actors, when you get into the zone, you use the zone in your terminology? You're Juilliard.
I don't
Do you
eat
use
carbs.
The zone?
Just steak and broccoli. That's all I eat.
I mean, when you do it and then you become a normal person when you leave the set, when you
Never
leave,
become a normal
that's a
person.
fact.
But I wasn't a normal person before I got there, and I never will be a normal person.
Michael's still in the zone.
Had a feeling that was how you're gonna answer.
No, it's a job. You show up and you do your job. Honestly, we would. One of my favorite things about doing this movie was sometimes I'd be doing a scene with Stuhlbarg over here, and he'd just start cracking up. Like, what are you fucking laughing at? It's like, I don't know. It's funny. I don't know. I'm having a good time.
Try doing a scene with you, I just can't help
Yeah,
myself. No,
yeah, it was like
laughing.
Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin.
Yeah, basically.
Except we were both Dean Martin. Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. I did everything I could not to laugh.
How about another question? Of course, we can't see a thing, so somebody yell out, the young lady here?
Just scream.
Yeah. How long did it take to put some makeup?
Stuhlbarg's makeup took about 5 hours. It was very ridiculous. It was
Michael
like-
didn't wear any makeup at all. He just walked, he got up and he just walked onto the set.
No, Doug was in makeup, I think, about 4 hours.
Yeah.
Somebody over here really had a question.
So, first of all, I'm a big fan of, like, in Boardwalk, I love Boardwalk Empire, so, like, I'm geeking out.
What's that?
I'm a big fan of Stuhlbarg.
Yeah, so, Dimitri clearly has, like, a big heart, but, like, Michael Shannon, your character, Strickland, how did you, like, find the heart in Strickland to be able to play, like, such kind of a vile character, but kind of bring something more dimensional to it?
How do you find the heart to be more dimensional and to be this character? Yes?
Or connect with the character.
Connect with the character.
Yeah, something is hard to do.
Well, I don't know. I was talking about this earlier today with somebody else, and they said there's like an emptiness there, which is a form of sadness. And that's probably the closest I can come to an answer to that question. I mean, you know, I think Strickland is as scared and hurt and lost and confused as anybody else in the movie. Really, probably more actually. I think he's honestly probably the saddest character in the movie. To a lot of, you know, I mean, everybody else kind of gets what they want. I mean, he wanted me to poke my fingers in his intestines. The whole movie, I knew that's what he wanted. So I finally did it.
See, you try keeping a straight face around here. Although it's interesting, listening to the film tonight, there was that brief scene in which you're speaking with the colonel, or the general. and you mentioned about a man's career, and you're talking about, it sparked in my imagination the kind of life that you've lived up till this point, the kind of regiment, the pressure that he's under. And there was something about that, men of duty, men who have, been living that kind of an existence. You think a man under those circumstances deserves, a break of some sort after what he's gone through. It was a color that I hadn't noticed the first time, and perhaps there's a face that some men of duty have to put on that may seem empty to the outside world, but there's something underneath it, and I got a glimpse of that tonight.
Thank you, Michael. It's nice for you to say that. I also think that Guillermo said, typically Strickland would be the hero, like in all the movies, the B movies from the 60s and 50s, he would be the good guy. And I relished the opportunity to show that guy in a more realistic format, like not just, because the fact of the matter is the guys that work for the government right now, they don't feel so good. So I wanted to portray that in a motion picture.
When you